Hello everybody, day 26 and Mario here. Today's work was done mostly with the foundation paint Solar Orange, and it's a bit of an answer to the question of the day. But before we get to that, the work that done was touching up on the fire dragons. Having a bit of extra paint, I thought, where else could I put this paint? So I thought I'd put it as a bit of a spot of bright color on the Striking Scorpion Exarchs. Then I liked that, so I continued that idea on the regular Scorpions. Hard to see. There we go. Then I thought, let's go a little further with this. So some of the Guardians have like little ropes on their arms, so I use that for there too. As for the question of the day, what it was your favorite TV show when you were a kid? Actually, growing up in the early 80s, we had a lot of live action shows in my growing up. I think of that funny because when I hit about the 90s, I was just completely into anime. Anything I could watch anime, I watched. So yes, I watched many hours of Sailor Moon, I will admit. I watched Dragon Ball, I watched other things like Ranma, One Half. I mean, we had cartoons at the time, even Asian ones like Voltron and Robotech. I didn't watch them at the time. I've learned to, when I was watching anime, I went back and I loved and I watched them and I really liked them, especially Robotech. If you like anime and you haven't seen Robotech, you should go see Robotech. But that being said, what we did watch, and I say we because I'm one of four, or sorry, two of four, so I didn't necessarily always have control of the controller, though we didn't really have one. We live so old, we had to actually push the TV ourselves. But we watched the A-Team and the Incredible Hulk, a cop show called Hunter. But my favorite show was probably the Dukes of Hazzard, the key in being the orange for the General Lee. And my love for the Dukes of Hazzard had even affected me in my car buying. Well, I shouldn't say my car buying because this car kind of came to us haphazardly, but it was certainly a plus. It ended up being a Plymouth Duster, about a 75 Plymouth Duster. And it had similar body lines. It has kind of a long hood with some swoopingness like the General Lee does, being a 69 Charger. But what was important to me was that it looked like I could skid across the hood like they do in the show. And so we first got the car. It was a bit of a work on a build it up car. I mean, it wasn't completely unrunnable, but it certainly allowed us to buy it for a little cheaper. And my job was not only to build the car back up to decent, but to keep it going. And so we first got it. I was working on it, and then I said, all right, it's time. I ran and jumped across the hood. Now I did it perpendicularly. No, I went straight across the hood. And you never really see him go straight across the hood in the show. And I think I found out why. Because when you do, you hit the lip of the car. And that hurts. It hurts quite a lot. So after that, whenever I did it again, I always made sure to at least fall off the front of the car. And well, that's a lesson learned. Thanks to television. Well, I hope everyone had a good day 26, and we'll see you in 27. Alright, good day.